Hello student, I am Dr. Barun from Medico Patna, and today is the nervous tissue. So the nervous tissue is ectodermal in origin except microglia, and out of four tissue, epithelial, connective, muscular, nervous, the maximum percentage is nervous tissue. Around 2/3 of the out of cell is the nervous tissue, and this total neuroglia cell is there are four type of neuroglia cell. First is microglia, which is ectodermal in origin, mesodermal in origin, and phagocytic in nature. And next is astrocyte cell. Astrocyte is also called macrocytes, and it forms the blood-brain barrier, and it helps in the repair of nervous tissue. If any damage, any infection, then it repairs the nervous tissue part. And third is oligodendrocytes. So oligodendrocytes, it forms myelin sheath in the CNS, but Schwann cell forms myelin sheath in PNS. So fourth is Schwann cell. So the fourth neuroglia cell is four type. First is microglia, second is astrocyte or macrophage, then oligodendrocytes and Schwann cell. Most important is oligodendrocytes. So the oligodendrocytes, in the absence of Schwann cell, myelin sheath is formed by a spiral wrapping of nerve fiber by the process of oligodendrocytes. So it is very important, oligodendrocyte. And oligodendrocytes form myelin sheath in CNS, but Schwann cells form myelin sheath in PNS. So this is very important difference. Oligodendrocytes form the myelin sheath in CNS, but Schwann cell form myelin sheath in PNS. And these actually nerve fibers is two type. One is myelinated, another is non-myelinated. Myelinated nerve fiber means myelin is present, and myelin is made up of lipids, so it is white in nature. So myelinated nerve fiber is white in nature, that is white. And non-myelinated nerve fiber, that is grey. So two type of nerve fiber, myelinated, which is white, non-myelinated, which is grey. And the unit of nervous tissue is neuron. So this is the structure of neuron. Neuron has the four parts, A, B, C, D. A for axon, B for buton, that is axon terminal, C for cytone or perikaryon or cell body, and D for dendrites. So these are the dendrites. So this process like a structure, that is the finger like a structure, is dendrites. And these are the cytone, which has the single nucleus, central nucleus. So these are the dendrites. This palm is just like cytone, and this is the central nucleus, and these are the axon. And this portion is axon terminal, that is called buton. And it has axon terminal has, there are so many knobs, that is synaptic knob, which consists the neurotransmitters such as GABA, adrenaline, noradrenaline, acetylcholine, serotonin, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. So these are the different type of neurotransmitter which is responsible for transmission of nerve impulse from one neuron to another neuron. So the dendrites catch the stimulus and it transmits the stimulus to cytone, then axon. So the transmission from cytone to axon in intraneuronic transmission. But in interneuronic transmission of the nerve stimulus from axon to cytone via dendrites with the help of a media, and this media is a neurotransmitter, mainly acetylcholine, dopamine, adrenaline, noradrenaline. And cytone and dendrites, these are the cytone and these are the dendrites. So cytone and dendrites consist of Nissel's granules. So these Nissel's granules is trigoid body, and cytone is also called perikaryon or cell body. So the cytone and dendrites consist Nissel's granules, which is made up of RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and ribosome. But axon has no Nissel's granules. And axon terminal also has no granules. And these axons consist the fiber, that is nerve fibers. And these are the myelin sheath. These are the myelin sheath, and it consists a cell that is swan cell. And node of Ranvier, there is no myelin sheath. So at the point of node of Ranvier, myelin sheath is absent. And transmission of nerve impulse just like jumping movement with the help of sodium and potassium ion. So this is called jumping transmission, jumping movement. And these are the TS of the nerve fiber. So this is made up of the connective tissue. It is the fourth part, that is epineurium. So epineurium is a connective tissue layer around the whole nerve fiber. And this is the fasciculi. So fasciculi is a group of fasciculi or funiculi. That is the group of nerve fiber. So these are the bundle of nerve fiber. And perineurium is the covering around each funiculi or fasciculi. And these are the nerve or axon. So the over axon, this connective tissue around the axon is endoneurium. So epineurium, perineurium and endoneurium and funiculi or fasciculi. So these are the blood vessels. And the type of neuron on the basis of a structure is 5 types. One is non-polar, present in the hydra, that is no any polarity. And the unipolar means there is a one axon is present, only one axon present in the embryo. And bipolar means one cytone, such as one cytones, and one cytones consists one side axon, one side dendron. So this is called bipolar and present in the retina, in human being, in eye and olfactory epithelium. And multipolar, these are the multipolar neuron. So structure of multipolar neuron, and the multipolar neuron mainly present in the brain and the spinal cord in human being. And pseudo-unipolar is actually bipolar but appears like unipolar and present in the dorsal root ganglia of a spinal cord. And the type of nerve is 3 types. One is sensory, motor and mixed. Sensory means transmission of impulse from receptor to your organ to CNS or gland to CNS. And motor means transmission from CNS to organ or effector. And mixed means both sensory and motor. All cranial nerve, all spinal nerve is mixed, but cranial nerve may be motor, may be mixed and may be sensory. Such as the cranial nerve, that is the olfactory, optic, ocular, trochlear, trigeminal, abducens, facial, auditory, glossopharyngeal, vagus, spinal recessive and hypoglossal. So that out of 12 pair cranial nerve, 3 is sensory and 4 is mixed and 5 is motor. But a spinal nerve is 31 pair, all is mixed. And human being, that is a 5 type of spinal, that is called cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral and coccygeal. So the spinal is total 31 pair and cranial is total 12 pair. One is very important, the structure. What is synapse and synaptic cleft? So synaptic cleft is a space between two neurons, such as the axon terminal and the next dendrites. So these are the filled with the neurotransmitters. So this is called synaptic cleft. And presynaptic neuron and postsynaptic neuron and synaptic cleft is collectively called synapse. So synapse is a collection of presynaptic membrane, postsynaptic membrane and synaptic cleft. This is called synapse. And the transmission from one neuron to another neuron with the help of these synapse, with the help of neurotransmitter. And neurotransmitter may be excitatory, may be inhibitory. So these are the overall nervous tissue. Thank you.